Hello, it is Thursday, January 2nd, 2025. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Thursday crossword, which means we're going to be solving a possibly tricky themed puzzle, a puzzle with an interesting or unusual theme. And this interesting or unusual edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Henrik Koskinen, Alex, and, as always, the indomitable Showmaster, the indefinable Charlie Paget, and the inexplicable Chris Ward. Thank you so much to the five of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support. They do, of course, sustain this channel, keep this series going day in, day out. And for that, I'm very grateful. Thank you so much to the five of them, and to everybody who supports the Daily Solve, and those benefactors in particular who are entitled not just to all of the bonus videos available on the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, but also the Daily Solve official Let's Check the Crosses mug. If you'd like to find all of that, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link. And thank you so much to everybody who's done so and signed up. It really does keep this channel going. It's also a big help, of course, if you subscribe on YouTube. So thanks to everybody who's done that. And you can also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server, a nice friendly chat community linked in the description field. And now let's get on to today's crossword by Robert Charlton, who's constructed, I think, a small handful of puzzles for the New York Times. It was edited once again. No, it was not edited once again. It was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. Let's start solving. I'm actually running a bit late this morning, so I don't have a huge amount of time. We'll see if I can get through this potentially tricky puzzle in a reasonable amount of time. First in a series. I don't know, debut or something. First in a series. Jeopardy offering. Excuse me. Well, this at least I recognize. 12-time Olympic swimming medalist Ryan Lochte. Amazingly, I know the name of a sports person. Worn at the edges. Frayed. If you have clothing that's kind of worn at the edges, you could say it's a bit frayed. Oh, so first in a series could be alpha. That's, one spelling of that letter. That's an interesting, sort of surprising. It's a bit strange to not have it indicated as like alternative or something like that. Okay, well, whatever. Average Joe's name, that's not Joe. Average Joe. I'm not sure what that's about, sorry. Jeopardy offering. Oh, an answer. Right, sorry, I didn't really think about this when I first read the clue. I kind of just didn't have an idea and went right by. But in Jeopardy, you're given ostensibly the answer to the question, and then your response correctly should be the question to which that is the answer. Okay, temporary cover of a sort, a scab, temporary cover of a wound. Prefix with sexual could be ambisexual, sort of all welcome in that regard. So, I see. Average Joe's name that's not Joe's norm. Right, norm as in the norm, a normal situation. Okay, so that's why it's kind of Average Joe. So that's ambi, and then start of a quip by comic Stephen Wright. Stephen Wright, I think, is a comic who does these very deadpan one-liners, sort of, or little kind of stories. But I don't know if this is meant to be a specific quip or if it's meant to be a sort of a generic opener to a format that he often does. I'm not really sure. Underworld figure. My first thought would be Hades, as in the Lord of the Underworld of Greek myth. Let's just try that and see if it helps. Sounds of refreshments. Yeah, it could be right, because this could be ahs if you have maybe a cool breeze or you take a refreshing drink or something. Adjust on the timeline could be to maybe that's not Hades. Redraw? Adjust on the timeline. I don't know. Singer Tori Amos. There we go. Redact. Okay, so this is not Hades, I don't think. So maybe this isn't even Oz. That's too bad. I'm going to leave that because actually that does feel okay. So adjust on the timeline. Redact. As in if you adjust something, the record of something historical. Excuse me. Sorry, I need to keep clearing my throat seemingly today. Underworld figure. So what is that? Oh, a mob boss or something? A I don't know. I'm not sure. Blank Robinson, mother of Michelle Obama. Oh, is it Marion? That sounds kind of familiar. Let's see if that works. Still not sure about this. This doesn't look great, actually. Possible response to where are you? This is probably wrong. Let blank. Well, it could be let it be, or it could be let me be. Headliners. Browse? Like literally, I don't know. Choque Quiero, inhabitant. Inca. That's probably the name of an Incan city. It sort of looks like it would be. Let's see. Pressure cooker. Oh, hiss, yes. Okay, pressure cooker when it's coming to pressure or relieving pressure makes a kind of hiss. Okay, so what about this? Is in the past. It is in the past. It was. I don't know. I'm going to delete Marion because I'm not confident about it. And actually that led me to this, which I'm also not confident about. The B, I think, might be right. Plotted. No, I don't know. I'm going to leave it alone because it could be something completely different. Low pair. Ones or twos? I'm thinking low pair. Well, I was thinking dice, but then if it's cards, you couldn't have ones. You could have twos. So you could have twos in either context, but you could maybe have ones if it's dice. K blank, how's it going in Spanish? I can't believe I don't know that. That's infuriating. Low pair. Yeah, could be either of those. Okay. Middle, oh, right. Middle of the quip and a hint to 8 squares in this puzzle. Interesting. Okay, I don't yet have any sense of what that's going to be. Why I or why it? Underworld figure, T. Why it? Or it's probably why I. Okay, I need to find another way in here. King's blank. King's Cross railway station? Probably not. King's. It's a major transit station here in London. But that's not the answer. Why can't I think of any other King's thing? King's move, King's. I don't know. Producer of an explosion, TNT? That might be too obvious. Chain parts, abbreviation. Don't know. Well, probably ends with an S. Deep notes. Lows? I don't think so. I don't know. I'm going to delete that. Middle of the quip, don't know. French buds. Amis, so just friends in French. I think that's pretty straightforward. Bread box, question mark. Could be an ATM, bread meaning money, and then a box, the ATM full of money. Noxious, it's disgusting, it's revolting, it's smelly, it's malodorous, it's, I don't know. Up to informally is till, until, informally. Mictus, maybe? Drink featured in the Elvis film Blue Hawaii. Oh, probably a Mai Tai. I've never actually seen this film, but Mai Tais are certainly commonly served in Hawaii. Miasmus, noxious. Miasmic, that's what it is. There we go. A sort of a thick, noxious miasma. It's being implied here. Like cuisine with lumpia and longanisa. Oh, that's Filipino, yes. Wow, I haven't had lumpia in a while. It's a delicious treat. I don't think I know longanisa. Okay, well, anyway, do these help us with anything? Middle of the quip, no, not really. It could be 4, just because that's a common word. Underworld figure. A racer, like underground racing? That's not really intrinsically the case. Underground figure. No, underworld figure, it says, sorry. Underworld figure. I just can't think what that is. That's a shame. Plotted. Low pair. Well, that makes ones seem less common, so it's probably 2. The A here, I mean. So what about this? Only U.S. president buried in Washington, D.C. Yeah. Wilson? Interesting. I wonder what that's about. Youngest golfer to score below his age in a PGA Tour event. Oh, I have no idea. Cricket segments. Oh, they're probably overs. I at least know that vocabulary, even though I don't have all that much cricket knowledge. Let's see if that actually, I'm not 100% confident about that, but let's see. Root of resentment at times. Envy, right, that could lead to resentment. Reckon, to deem, I reckon that's true. I deem that to be true. That could be right. Lead into maniac. Okay, I was going to say nympho, but that doesn't fit. It couldn't just be nymph. I mean, that wouldn't be a proper lead into maniac. One of a Disney septet. Dwarf? Oh. So is that nympho? Is that what we're doing here? We're turning PHs into Fs because we did that same thing. We did that up here as well. And I'm just remembering it because I did sort of pause on it for a moment, even though it kind of seemed like it was probably right. Maybe those are the 8 cells. How many did it say? Did it say 8? I think it did. Middle of the quip and a hint to 8 squares in this puzzle. So something about Fs or something? I have no idea what that is. And so then presumably we'll then end the quip here, right? Yes, end of the quip, exactly. Oh, here's actor Jannings, Emil Jannings. It's a classic actor, so there we go. So I'm just going to keep going for now. Maker of toys for girls and boys. I don't know. Runner's assignment. Runner's assignment. I don't know. A task? What would this be? Early text messenger. I don't know what that's about either. End of the quips. It looks like spilled, doesn't it? Que tal? That kind of sounds like it could be right. How's it going in Spanish? Let's see if that works here as well. Early text messenger. I have no idea what this is. Flower whose name means flame in ancient ancient Greek. I don't know that either. Runner's assignment. Wow, this is not going well. Early text messenger. I don't know. Okay, maybe that's not spelled. Okay. Government prosecutors, DAs, district attorneys. Youngest golfer. Oh, Sam Snead. Is that somebody? That's a golfer, right? I think that's right. Youngest golfer to score below his age in a PGA Tour event. I bet that's right. Let's see. Looks that way informally. Oh, afraid so. Or just frayed so. No, it's afraid. So that's what it is. Okay. So it looks that way, unfortunately. Afraid so. Afraid I'm not solving this puzzle very quickly. Beyond cross. If you're beyond cross, you're furious. Could be another meaning of cross, I suppose, but it's probably that. Minimal. The minimal amount, the least amount, could be. Oh, wait a second. This isn't, sorry. This isn't spilled. It's spelled with an F, probably. Why? I bet it's going to be a question. Sort of a quip. Why is something this way and something is spelled with an F or something like that? This is going to be is spelled with an F. Oh, right. So it's going to be, this has an F, this starts with an F. This is going to be a PH word. Why is something, no, maybe not. I was going to say, why is something spelled with a PH and something spelled with an F? But we're not going to have room to get all that in here. Why is this going to be the word and, maybe? Cot alternative, a futon. Okay, it's probably not and. Oh, something word. Why is something word for, why isn't the word for, that's what it's going to be. Why isn't the word for, okay, this probably isn't is actually then. So it's why isn't, because we already have the is from up here actually. Why isn't the word for something spelled with an F? So it's probably going to be a PH here because it's not spelled with an F. Why isn't the word for, oh no, it's not the word for, it's just the word. Oh, Oh, wait. So maybe this isn't F. Maybe it's spelled with APH. Sorry, this is a bit ridiculous what I'm doing right now, but I just want to figure this out. Why isn't the word something spelled with a PH? Maybe this is something Lee. It looks like it could be. Urban address specification. Maybe not. Because this could be, well, I was going to say it could be something like apartment or suite or number or something, but I don't really think any of those fits well. Plotted. Oh, graphed, and here's another PH. Yep, okay, I'm on the lookout for that now. Headliners. Airs? Why would that be true? I don't know. Let it go. Headliners. Oh, is it just hairs? Like hair on your head? That's simpler than I was making it. Blank Robinson. It does look like Marion Robinson, doesn't it? Underworld figure. This looks still not right. Sounds of refreshments. Possible response to where are you? I'm in here. Oh, this isn't redact. Oh. This has not been my strongest solve. Adjust on the timeline. Date. Ah, okay, that's what it is. So underworld figure is Satan. Oh, that was straightforward. Oh, why isn't the word phonetically spelled with an F? That's what it is. I see. So it is with an F. And then I guess the idea is in the right, and the joke obviously being that phonetically you'd think it would be spelled with an F because the F makes that sound in the most straightforwardly phonetic way, whereas PH is a sort of special rule. Okay, so the idea, I guess, in this grid is that these are sort of PHs as well. I think I'm going to leave them as Fs for now, and then if I have to adjust them later with a rebus or something, I will, but I'm going to leave these all in as Fs. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have plenty. Oh, no, wait, were there 8 or 12? 8. Okay, so we actually only have 2 left. So that's enough that's few enough to notice easily. Okay, so Blank Game, 1986 Hugo Award winner. That's probably the novel Ender's Game. Science fiction novel. Pixel Rival. Is a pixel is a phone, maybe? Oh, yeah, it is. Yes, okay. Because it's Rival. It's the iPhone with a PH here. So now we only have 1 F left, I think. And I bet those will be all the Fs in the grid. I bet there won't be any Fs in the grid that don't work this way. Craft kit fabrics. Felt is common in craft kits. Bases loaded, e.g. is men on. Like if you say in baseball, the base is loaded, you have men on bases. I think that's probably right. Right away, boss, on it. Epic with the line, come friend, you too must die. That's the Iliad, Greek epic poem. So then comedian Trevor Noah, former, I think, host of The Daily Show. Snap is, what, to flip or something? Oh, no, wait, no, this is the PH again. Snap. I don't know what that is, sorry. Iris's location, or the uvea in the eye, so not the flower iris, but the eye component. Festival covering, you could have tarpaulin covering, covered areas in a festival. Wear out one's welcome, say, or I guess it could be on the ground. Wear out one's welcome, say, is to maybe this isn't tarp. Oh, it's a tent. Okay, that's better. Yeah, you'd have multiple tents in a festival. Okay, so to overstay would be to wear out your welcome. Achilles for 2 tendons. You have 2 Achilles tendons in your body. Muesli bit, so an oat and a bit of it's a bit of muesli. So snap like a picture as a photo, like a photograph. That's straightforward. King's ransom, right? A tidy sum, a princely sum. Maybe you could say. Chain parts, abbreviation. Chain letters, messages. I'm not sure what this is. Producer of mountains in a mountain chain, and then producer of an explosion is TNT, the explosive substance. Okay, so deep notes or base. That's actually simpler than I was making it. And urban address specification. Oh, I guess it's building, BLDG. Okay, I don't know where exactly that. I guess you could put like building 2 or something if it was, I don't know, part of a campus or a compound or something. Beyond cross. If you're beyond cross, you're furious, you're raging. And Homo Firenze would be Italia. So we're referring to Italy as a location, but specifically because the clue contains this place name in the Italian language, we put the answer in the Italian language as well. So not Italy, but Italian. There we go. Okay, they have 9 players. Nonettes is just a group of 9 musicians, for instance, in this case. Is it as simple as that? Besides, yeah, that happened besides. That happened too. Get released is to go free. And White Sox or Red Sox player informally would be, I don't know. I mean, I know what this is looking for in general. It's either American leaguer or National leaguer, I think, from baseball, from Major League Baseball, but I don't know which those are. Runner's assignment. Oh, I'm still not sure about that little corner over there. Miller option, so Miller Light beer, probably. And then the flower whose name, I don't know what this is. Troublesome threes, e.g. A phase that children go through. So in this case, it'll be an F because the acrosses are Fs and the downs are the acrosses are PHs and the downs are Fs. So we'll read the across as a PH and the down as an F. So word before and after an ampersand in the grocery, half and half, like half milk, half cream. And then this is AL or American Leaguer. Okay. So what is going on down here? Early text messenger. Is it telco, like a telecommunications company? It's not really, wouldn't be early text messenger per se. That would be a, voice. Maker of toys for girls and boys. What is that? What does that mean? Runner's assignment. Flower whose name means flame in ancient Greek. Is this definitely right? Yes, Emil Jannings is definitely right. Should I kill these? Okay, no, this is definitely Filipino. That's 100% correct. Noxious. Miasmic. Are there other words? Are there noxious, miasmal? Oof, that sounds terrible. Is that a word? Miasmal. Runner's assignment. Oh, no, it is miasmal, or at least miasma something, because a runner's assignment in, track and field in a foot race could be a lane. You're assigned to a particular lane, perhaps. Oh, early text messenger is telex, which I've never used and honestly don't entirely know what it is. I think it's basically a sort of computerized telegram system, telex, or maybe it's sort of telegraph that goes through phone lines. Maybe that's more accurately what it is, as opposed to computerized. But then it was computerized at some point. Anyway, I've never used it myself. Maker of an elf, like Santa's elves make toys for girls and boys. Okay, well that's what that is, I guess. And then, that makes this one of the Fs. Do we have, sorry, I'm going to count these to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Maybe this isn't one then. Middle of the quip and a hint to 8 squares in this puzzle. Oh, maybe it's that this one isn't. Maybe this one's doesn't count as one of them because it's part of the joke. Sorry, did I miscount those? Alpha, iPhone, photo. That's 3. 4, phonetically. 5, graphed. Oh, no, this isn't one. This one isn't one. Okay, I think I counted this one before. I think that's fine. I think this is correct then. Sorry, this is taking so long. Flower whose name means flame in ancient Greek. I don't actually know. I mean, this will be a pH in that. Oh, but I said this is miasmal probably. So is it phlox? Phlox? Wow. I don't think I know that flower. Let's see if this works. It did. Okay, well, that was a tricky puzzle for me, as you could tell. So, oh, look, and it's replaced all of the pHs with Fs, and it didn't do it down here, which I think is fair enough because it needs to be an F to make the joke work. Why isn't the word phonetically spelled with an F? Whereas this one is changed to a PH because it's an across clue, and the word phonetically is in fact spelled with a PH. Okay, well, there we go. So I think that was a very clever theme, very much a Thursday theme. Let me know how long it took you to catch on. I guess initially I just thought this was a variant of alpha, and then I think once we got down here, I thought, well, they'll just be Fs, but then it turned out to be more nuanced even than that. So the full quip by comic Stephen Wright: why isn't the word phonetically spelled with an F? So indeed, as my memory suggested when I started responding to this clue, he does have these kind of one-liners where he'll just say, the whole joke is in that single sentence. So what do we have? We had 8 instances of PHs and Fs where we read the across as a PH and the down as an F to help reference this joke. We had alpha and frayed, iPhone and felts, photo and futon, phonetically and Filipino, graft and afraid so, elf and phlox, nympho and dwarf, and finally half and phase. Very nice. I think this is very well constructed. Good, solid linguistic puzzle. Well done to Robert Charlton for finding all of these pairs and fitting them in the grid and referencing this quip by Stephen Wright. And there we go. Let me know how you managed with this one. I'll be back tomorrow with the Friday edition of the puzzle, so join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Thursday. Take care.